Hello folks, welcome to the channel, and if you've been here before, then welcome back. Season 5 Week 4 brings us a brand new weapon attachment this week, and it is the somewhat aptly named JAK Protein. I say aptly because if you're reaching for the protein, we are using the big guns. Let's work out. And while I'm not promising there won't be any more cheesy jokes, what I am promising you is the 5 best challenges to get this thing unlocked. In fact, I've already got it unlocked, and so we'll talk through those in just a moment. The all-seeing mystics of social media have already made their judgments of the aftermarket part, perhaps, but I've held back, and we're going to look at it together. So we'll take it into the range, see if it's any good, have a go in multiplayer, and then perhaps, maybe, if it's any good in Battle Royale. So for our first challenge, we're going to grab a shotgun. Feel free to use the recommended build I put up on screen for you now. It's nice and rangy and packs a punch, especially if you're going into hardcore. All you need is 12 kills with this bad boy. Challenge 1 done. If you try and work in some mounted kills or prone kills, then you're already going to be working towards 2 of the other challenges as well. If, like me, you get bored with the prone kills and the passive style of play that sometimes brings, you can get a bit aggressive with it. Just go dive into prone and get kills that way. For mounted kills, unfortunately, there's not too much getting around that. You are just going to have to post up and go for those boring passive kills. However, there's only 8 of them, so it shouldn't be too painful. So from our shotgun, we are going to move over to an assault rifle and use it in single fire. I'm putting a recommended build and weapon up on the screen now, but obviously this works with any AR you choose. We can complete challenges 2, 3, 4, and 5, all with this one build. So challenge 2 is 20 operator kills while prone, and it's no more complicated than that. Get on your belt buckle, start racking up those kills. Challenge 3, I've already mentioned we're going to have the gun in single fire mode. So on a keyboard, you want to press B to switch it over. On controller, I think it's one of the directional buttons. Just make sure you've got that AR in single fire mode. Again, hardcore makes this a lot easier because you're not having to spam that fire button quite as much. And then for our final challenge, it's going to be get 2 kills with a single magazine 10 times. You'd actually be surprised how quickly you can get through this, again, especially in hardcore. If you like to play a bit more passively or a bit lower on confidence with your abilities, then perhaps you could go for the sniper rifle or marksman rifle challenges. That's 2 kills with a magazine, but this time you only have to do that 5 times. So other than the fact that the base build is rumoured to kick like a mule, I don't really know anything about the JAK Protein, so let's go take our first look together. So this aftermarket part is for the RAAL MG. I never really got on with this gun at the time. Some people really liked it. I just felt it was a bit too chunky. But, well, let's see how this affects it. So the JAK Protein. This conversion kit turns the RAAL into a highly adaptable prototype weapon with a telescoping barrel that can be toggled between full auto and semi-auto fire, offering suppressive fire and precision in the same weapon. So a bit of versatility. We're seeing we've got increased damage range, bullet velocity and range, recoil control. So increased recoil control, that could be a good thing with this gun, and further limb damage. So maybe we're looking at one of those weapons to suit anchor players for squad play perhaps? On the negative side, we're looking at decreased headshot damage, a slower fire rate, slower sprint to fire speed, and then a reduced hip fire and tac stance spread. Not that you would be remotely interested in how well it performs in hip fire and tac stance, being an LMG. So for the multiplayer damage values, we can see it brings it all down to 44 across the board. So if you're somebody who struggles with accuracy, not a problem, because accuracy does not matter with this gun one bit. As long as you can hit them. That's a pretty uninspiring weapon inspect, unfortunately, but hopefully this is going to be the worst bit about this gun. Mobility. Not horrendous. It is an LMG after all. ADS, not too bad. Oh. Okay. Close target's not so bad. It has got a bipod built in. Do we need to mount up? Okay, I think we just need to get used to countering that recoil. We'll get a reload on the go and have a look at the standard recoil pattern. So not countering the recoil at all. Okay. I mean, it's pretty uniform. A little bit up and then over to the right and up. And considering that was a 75 round mag, not horrendous. I'm not going to put any attachments on this, I don't think. I'm not going to put attachments on it. yeah, I'm going to put some attachments on this for multiplayer. I'm not going to absolutely give myself a terrible time, and we'll see how we get on with it in multiplayer. It's going to be interesting. Hold up. Wait. I was about to jump into multiplayer. I've just had a little play with it and realised I've just missed the whole point of this gun. Right. So we've got chunky support LMG. Oh, I'll put some attachments on it, by the way. I'll stick the build up in a sec. So we've got some chunky support LMG. Job's good, and it's a lot more manageable now as well. I've stuck a 50 round mag on as well, so it's even more better handling for multiplayer, which is how we're going to be using it in a moment. But watch the barrel. So that was a big long barrel. Sorry, that was a little barrel. And then we just tickle a little bit and look at it extends. So here we go. 2-shot. Boshty. Oh, I think I must have hit that guy already. Yeah. So, you know, already there are signs that this isn't terrible. Select full auto. Boom. Bit more accuracy. Double taps. Happy days. Everybody's favourite overplayed map. Rust. We'll go full auto first. We'll switch the sight over because we are on a close range map. Oh, I'll tell you what, that's a bit annoying. I've got one select that every time. He's going to repeat there, surely. Oh. Yeah, that is annoying. That is annoying for multiplayer, I'm not going to lie. There's a 2 there. Oh, my days. So it's just, it has got a built-in bipod, but it does mount. Oh, that's how it does against kill streaks. Did the job. Did the job. That's a drawback, to be fair. Where are they all? Where are they all? I'll put 50 round mag on to make it a little bit manageable, but it's still got a horrendous... Can I jump here? Is that, or am I dead? No. Okay. 50 round mag on, but the reload is still really slow. What they probably should do is with a 50 round mag, they've improved the handling, but they need to make the reload speed a little bit quicker. This might be one of those things where they change that in an update shortly. Right, should we go for the 2 shots? So single fire. Hopefully I don't have to toggle this every time. That'd be annoying. Let's get my UAV up. Uh-oh. Bosh. Right, let's just block our calendar out for a reload. And we're done. Right. Semi-auto. Sights toggled. Bosh. You're dead. You go first. Operation Human Shield. Off you go. Oh, it's a sentry. Boshty. I'll tell you what. Forget the full auto. This tap fire, that's the way. That is the way. And 50 round mag doesn't make so much of a difference if it's a 2-shot kill either. And we'll go flank round this side. Ha 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 ha. Suckers. I genuinely, I'm going to be interested to see what this is like in Warzone. Is there somebody there? There is. There is, you cheeky little monkey. Bosh. I didn't show you in a range, but at close range, this is a 1-shot kill to the head. 1-shot headshot. Right, this game's nearly done, and we can get on with our Warzone test. Of course, I will have to come up with a fresh build. This build I've made is for multiplayer primarily. That's not to say it'll be bad in Warzone, but I can definitely come up with something better, I'm sure. Maximum bullet velocity, that kind of jazz. You can always switch to your secondary to run. Oh, where's that? That's close. I felt the draft of the blast out the end of his barrel. Not horrendous, not horrendous. It's probably not going to be your go-to for multiplayer, but absolutely not the worst gun I've ever used in multiplayer by any stretch of the imagination. You know, 2718, there we go. 10 defends. Yeah, defend, 0 captures. It's more of a defensive gun. I think this is going to suit some players. So I'm talking to you now sometime into the future after I've had several games of Resurgence and main BR under my belt with this gun. And I think it is definitely viable. I don't think it's necessarily something I'm going to be choosing to use as my main going forwards. I don't think it's going to suit everybody, but I think there's definitely some people who are out there that will like it. I think if you're an anchor player, I think if you more solidly keep your distance from players, it would suit you. I think if you play squad games as opposed to solo play, then it would definitely suit you. And I think generally anybody who's just after a bit of variety, mixing it up and trying something new, then that can never hurt, and it is a bit of fun. There are times when this gun can frustrate. There are times when this gun absolutely deletes people and feels fantastic. I've got a recommended build for you, but I'd say this is equally good for Resurgence or main BR. But there are a few key attachments from the build I've got. Outside of that, you can have a little play. We've got the actual aftermarket kit itself, and then after that, 3 of the attachments I'd say are fairly key. And then the 4th one, you can kind of have a play with yourself and choose what you want. So 1, the Quartermaster suppressor. I think that's really essential to have that on there. It really reduces the kick and the way that the gun shoots, and just keeps it way more steady for keeping it on target. Second attachment that's essential is you need to ditch the regular sight. It's just too bouncy. It's far too bouncy. I tried it on big map thinking you could use this gun for those single shots long range. Nah, you just end up not hitting anything. Go with the JAK Glossless Optic is my recommendation. Far more easy to just keep on track with moving targets in particular. And then a 50 round belt mag drastically improves the handling of the gun. It doesn't really improve the reload speeds too much. It's still really slow to reload, but it does mean it's just a bit more mobile. It's less of a absolute unwieldy beast. In terms of our last attachment, I've put the 338 mag hollow points on there because that does crippling power if you hit legs. It stops people sprinting. My thinking is if people are stationary, that's when this thing absolutely deletes. But really, if you want to have a play, stick a laser on there for a bit of faster ADS, or the stock or the rear grip for reducing the kick even further, then go for it. There is one important thing that I must tell you about this gun at the moment. It has got some serious glitches with it, pretty much down to the ammo. So when you use the gun, you'll find that you have no AR ammo, and what you have to do is you have to drop the gun and then like pick up AR ammo and then re-pick up the gun, and I think you have to reload it like in full auto as well. There's some very weird anomalies with the reloads. I'm pretty sure that developers, they're hot on this stuff. They'll get that fixed like within a matter of days, I'm sure, but just something to be aware of. It's a little bit annoying. I wasn't having much joy on Rebirth with it, but I think that was more just me not having joy with Rebirth. I got close to a win in BR solos. It definitely can be done, but the main bit is that sight. I can't stress it enough. Please drop a like on a video if you've enjoyed it, but for now, I'm out.